Hello, it's Donna from Taffy Crafting. I don't have actually a project to show you as such because I'm trying to get lots of filming done today because I've got a busy week ahead, and then I'm off for the weekend with my husband. So this is kind of a preview of what it will look like. I want to put this pattern onto a card. And this is just like a pinwheel pattern. So what I've got here is some terracotta tile cardstock. I'll take all this apart because it's not stuck together. I've got some terracotta tile cardstock, and then I've also got some of the Woven Threads DSP. Now, for something that looks so pretty and a little bit clever, actually takes the tiniest amount. This is absolutely perfect for scrap busting. And what I want to do is just show you how we're going to try and put it together, and then I'll put it on a card. So each of these terracotta tile cardstock squares measure 1 inch, 1 3/8 of an inch square, and the DSP is 1 1/4 inch square. So 1 3/8 of an inch square for the cardstock, and then 1 1/4 inch square for each of the pieces of DSP. Absolutely perfect for scrap busting. And this is what we want our squares to look like. So what we're going to have going on is, and you've got to keep an eye on the direction of your pattern if you have a pattern on your DSP. This one does. So really what's going to be happening is we've got a square like that, and interlocked along those squares is then another square that's like that. Hopefully when I start to put this together, you'll be able to follow it. It's going to be a little bit awkward with trying to glue it all together. This is the second time I've had a go at this, so fingers crossed this happens first time. So let's just put those to one side for now. I'm going to put a bit of a sentiment on it as well, but I haven't even thought of that yet. Just like to think of things off the cuff. Neither have I cut up my card. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut a card base. So out of one sheet of A4 piece of cardstock, we can get 2 cards. What am I doing? How do I want to slice this? I'm being a bit dim. That's it. I want to slice this at 5 7/8. I don't need that at all. So 5 7/8. We're just going to slice that there, so that can go to one side. We'll use that for another card, and then I'm going to score this at 4 1/8. So there we have our card base. That's the usual standard card base that I use. Now I'm not going to fold it over yet, because if you try and stick something on something that just wants to fold, it gets a bit cross and it doesn't want to know. Now you might want to layer this if you want to, entirely up to you. I'm going to keep this nice and simple. For those of you that watch me regularly, you know that I do keep things super simple. So what I'm going to do is start with my first piece there, and the one thing we must keep an eye on is direction, and also how we're gluing. So we're just going to take this nice and slowly. So I'm just going to start off with a bit of glue in the corner there, and just see how we get on. Almost went wrong straight away. So I'm going to get that in the middle towards the top. And then quickly, before that glue sets, I'm going to get that in there. I want that one that way. You just got to think really, really quickly where they're going to go. You can see I haven't done this one before. Yep. So I'm just going to, not there, there. So it's a case of working quickly and efficiently with this glue. It is a bit tricky, this one. I wouldn't necessarily say this is ideal for a beginner. But you know, there's no harm in having a go. There's lots of complicated things I've had a go at and thought, oh yeah, that actually come out really well. So, you know, aim high. Don't let anything beat you. But you do have to work quick, that I would say. And you've got to think about the direction of your card, of the DSP. I don't think it would really matter if you got it the wrong way round. Nothing to lose any sleep over. And then, you know, somebody would have to look really closely. The thing that really sells this is the effect of this pinwheel effect. That's what sells it. It's not that it's all gone in the right direction, although it's a bonus if that happens. You've just got to think about the direction if you can. And I've just got one more to put in. This has gone far better. No, it's not one more. I've got two more to put in. Right. Oh yeah, so that's going to go in there. Oh, for a minute there I thought I got that wrong. So that is going to go there. Just concentrate. Really try and work out where all these bits are going. Now, I'm just going to think now where this is going to go. So I want that there. Come on. Like that. And I think I can see a slightly crooked one. That is a bit crooked. Let's get that in there. We can always add some extra glue to it if we need to. The thing about this is getting this down before it all sets too quickly. And there we go. I'm a little bit pleased with that. There we go. Look at that pinwheel effect on that. I absolutely love that. Now, you might want to just get some little bits of glue on there, and I think really what I want to do is get that to set properly first. I think we should get a sentiment on here. That's my chair squeaking. Now, the width of this card is 4 1/8. So I think I'm going to get a piece of card, measure that, say 3 7/8. Just going to quickly do this off camera. And let's do this 1 inch wide and let's see what it looks like. We'll get some white going on in there as well. And I'll get my terracotta tile ink. Oh, I seriously need to put a new blade on my trimmer. I actually need a new trimmer. Stampin' Up! Are no longer stocking that trimmer, so I need to find something else. I was going to curve the corners, but I think because these are all got sharp corners, I'm not going to do that. The other thing that I want to do as well is I think I want to put something in the middle just to cover up all those joins. I've got these faceted gems that I was using on another project. Oh yeah, there we are. That does it. So these are the faceted, clear faceted gems, and I'm just going to put one of those right in the middle, like that. Now the next thing that we have to do is decide what type of card is this going to be. Is it going to be a birthday card? Is it going to be a thank you card? I don't know what this card is going to be yet. Right, so how long was that? That was 3 7/8. So I'll get some Whisper White, just quickly off camera. I'll get some of this, so that is 3 3/4. And 3/4 of an inch wide. So I'm just doing this off camera. I've just made the table shake as well. 3 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. That should be all right. So there's my I think that looks a little bit wonky. Does that look a bit wonky, or is it just my eyes? I can't tell. But let's get a sentiment on it. So I'm going to get some terracotta tile ink, which I've left up on my shelf and now can't find. There we are. There's the terracotta tile ink, and I need to choose a sentiment. And I haven't got a stamp set out, so I'm going to find something. I think we're going to have this one, Time to Celebrate. I don't think I've used this one before. Where is that? Can't see it. There it is. No, not used this one before. So this gives an opportunity for me to show you, and I don't know if I've done this on a video before now, of how to use these cling stamps. So there's the transfers that you get to put onto. So there's your stamp. That's the back of the stamp. There is the label that's going to go on it. So on that side, you just take those backing pieces away. And then you are going to actually attach those to the stamp. So the first thing we'll do though is take this backing piece off. And then I'll need to line this up without getting my head in shot. Going to line that up on the transfer there, give it a press, lift it off, and there we go. Now they're called cling stamps for a very good reason. They really seriously cling. So I'm going to stamp it onto that piece of Whisper White. I'm going to put that on there, and that's not going anywhere. Our old clear mount stamps, sorry, light's going a bit funny. Our old clear mount stamps didn't used to stick brilliantly well. So they've changed them, and Stamping Up listen to what their customers and their demonstrators say, and they changed it, which was great. So just a stamp there, Time to Celebrate. And I'm going to put that on there like that. I still think that is a little bit wonky. I'm going to do that again. I'm just not happy with that piece of white paper. So off camera again, I'm just going to slice another piece. I'm not happy with that whatsoever. So bear with while I just do this. Why am I doing it off camera? Because my craft space is a total mess. I can't see anything on it. That is a much better piece. So 3 3/4. Quickly slice that there. That is much better. So all this faffing about is making my video longer than planned. And I've still got another one to film today. And I've no idea what I'm going to make. I have to think of something quick. So I'm going to get some dimensionals for that. And they've disappeared, so perhaps we won't. Honestly, if you could see this desk, there they are, just sitting poking underneath the stamp. So just, oops, just put those on the back of the, where I've put that sentiment. Line that up there and just drop it down onto that terracotta tile, and then we're going to put that there, and more dimensionals. So one at the end, one in the middle so it doesn't sag, and then one at the other end. And there we go. So with this, I'm just going to test it and see how robust that is. That's actually on. That's going nowhere. Great stuff. And so I'm going to keep it like that. So I'm now going to fold and burnish it, and I'm going to be very careful burnishing this. I'm just going to put that crease along there. There we have it, a lovely pinwheel card. I've never tried that before and I'm so glad I had a go at that on camera. I'm just having a quick look now. I think I've got everything in the right direction. So really pleased with that. I hope you give that a go. Even though on the face of it, it looks quite complicated, it's not. As long as you get that card and DSP down quite quickly, then it's going absolutely nowhere. So I'd love you to have a go of that. And don't forget to leave a comment in the box below and let me know if you have had a go. You can come and find me on Facebook, facebook.com/taffycrafting, and come and show me some of the things that you've been making. I'll see you all again soon with another tutorial in my Stamperversary celebration series. See you again soon. Bye bye.